2
All right.
days after Valentine's Day. Did you do a Formula One themed Valentine's Day? You're the married guy here. So.
No, I did not. We just had dinner, and I got her some flowers.
Man,
I know.
that is one thing I miss
should've.
about my ex-wife is like an F1 like Valentine's Day would have been perfect.
That would be pretty crazy. But I will make it up because we're going to have a Formula One themed birthday party for me.
Hell yeah.
So, you know.
'Cause that's on Miami GP weekend too, right?
Yes,
You
yep,
lucky
yep,
person.
on my birthday.
So we've had, this is our second week, or there's 2 weeks between the first episode and this episode, right?
Correct, yeah.
Cool. It seems like you got a little less nerves in there. We can start getting a little more comfortable. What I want to do, because we're 30 days away from testing.
Yep, just
I'm
about.
hoping by the time our first race comes up, March 14th to the 16th, that you're fully comfortable to
Oh, yeah.
talk shit about all these guys.
It should not be an issue. Especially, oh, yeah, it'll be great.
Dude, it was fun doing that first episode. We got to circle back on a couple things. We talked about
Yes.
at least 2 deaths in Formula One.
Mm-hmm.
What was some of the other shit we were talking about? Yeah, just to circle back with, I think it was Tom Price.
Mm-hmm.
You were mentioning somebody getting hit by a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. Well, I would say,
With all due respect, first off, with you Formula One
Yeah,
guys new to the channel.
you know, rest in peace. I would say less getting hit by a fire extinguisher and more hitting a fire extinguisher attached to somebody at 170 miles per hour. So, yeah. Didn't really end too well for anybody, but I mean, if you're reading down here, it says like the fire extinguisher ended up in like some grandstand or like in a car park.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, it flew.
Fuck.
Like it was gone.
Well, unpack a little bit. So it was what race? It was South Africa. I forget the
It was down there.
South Africa in 1977.
Yep.
A car was on fire, so probably a newer Marshall jumped onto the track, tried to run across the track while it looked like the entire field was ripping through.
Yep. Yeah. So the way it typically goes, you'll have 2 go at once per the rigs back then, but they went without permission. They did not get cleared to go across a track where cars are going at 170 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And of course, you can't really react in time whenever you're seeing those people run. One driver did, but the other one he wasn't able to.
Yeah. I think that was Tom Price there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he took a 40-pound fire extinguisher into the head, which is just tragic, dude. Oh my god.
It's really sad. I mean, yeah, and if you scroll down just like the next paragraph, there it is, last sentence. It landed in a car park to the rear of the stand where it hit a parked car and jammed its door shut.
Had that much momentum.
That's
to it.
how much power it had.
Dude.
Yeah.
That kind of brings me. I'm not a huge fan of IndyCar, but seeing that I forget what pink car it was threw its tire into the grandstands and actually cleared the grandstands.
Oh my gosh!
You didn't see that?
Yeah,
it was a couple years ago.
I'm sure
now.
I've seen it. I just don't remember it. But oh my gosh!
Yeah, cleared the grandstands and actually hit a parked car too, but it didn't do the damage to which is insane though, because I imagine the weight on an Indy car, because it was the entire wheel assembly, brakes, everything.
Yikes!
Yeah, dude.
Yep, that's insane. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of mass.
Yeah. And the fact that it went into the grandstands is just terrible, because that could have killed
That's
multiple people.
Oh yeah,
dude.
yeah. I'm sure there's some. I mean, NASCAR cars flying into grandstands. That's a thing. I mean,
My algorithm, because of the podcast, my algorithm's starting to feed me more racing in general, and it is insane. I think I sent you something from rally racing last week.
yeah.
That car was going end over end, then
Yeah.
clears the fence.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
The good thing about rally cars though is like the safety that is involved for making the roll cages and stuff it's insane. And the rules that have to go into like only specific people with specific certifications are allowed to make roll cages for those cars. Knowing somebody that's in a rally team, it cost, they had to like cut their entire roof off of their car to get a roll cage installed because it needed to be done a specific way. Yeah, it's nuts.
It is crazy with the rally cars. Same thing with the F1 cars. They're so safe that they can really roll off like the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
And like they show the inside, and they're just like,
Yeah, same buddy. He sent me a video of him crashing with his other driver, and terrible crash. The car was done for, but they weren't. They were just like, at the end of the crash, thumbs up, I'm good, and that's it.
I'm safe.
Yeah, like go to the hospital, make sure you're not, broken somewhere you can't see, but
Yeah, the G's that you take in a high-speed accident, dude, is
especially
just
when you're rolling.
insanity, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a 100-mile-an-hour car accident in Germany back in 2011. My neck's been jacked up ever since.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that conversation was talking about if the Halo would have saved people back in the day.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Which also brought up another. We were alluding to Grosjean's crash,
Mhm.
which ended up talking about whose race? Where the hell was it?
Should be back.
I think it's Tom Price. Helmut Koenig.
Yes.
Basically the same accident that Grosjean had. Unfortunately, the lower part of the fence basically just gave out.
Yeah.
And the first thing that met the third rail there was unfortunately his head there.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking 3 years before the incident we already just covered a little bit ago. So safety, again, wasn't really...
Yeah, the first safety car didn't show up till like the 80s, if I remember, right?
Yeah,
It was Canada or something?
It was seriously, I mean, like Coliseum level showcasing where people are just dying left and right, but...
I will never get over I love... Most of my F1 interest is like its history.
Mm-hmm.
I will never get over the idea that like there was a dude laying in the middle of Spa for 20 laps as they finished the race.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
It's nuts.
I mean, hell, with like IndyCar now, if somebody dies, they're like, it's the end of the race. Like,
Yeah,
we do like a couple honor like laps.
Probably
and-
should be that way for
Yeah.
every race in my eyes, I mean, rally, you can't really do that, but
Yeah,
you can't
people
really
just do
ha-
like a
Yeah.
Sunday drive through the.
this is
That'd be
getting
awesome.
really dark for a podcast. We're like 10 minutes in, not
I know.
even.
And the shitty thing is, the algorithm is probably gonna be feeding this to a European audience. Like, oh, these fucking ugly Americans.
We're
like,
cooked.
Well, all right. So now that we've circled back on that on our previous episode, we start talking about this season, dude.
Oh,
Who's out right now? I think Williams is the only one out as of today.
yep.
Um,
I think there was supposed to be a second one coming out today. I think there's a second one getting released for those who are in the loop. The car liveries being shown.
We had that scheduled too. I suck right now.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Car reveal.
Reveal dates. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was supposed to be one today.
I think there is.
Yeah.
Haas.
Haas,
Okay.
yeah.
Haas 2025 car. Same shit.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a bad thing
Haas.
when you have such a distinguished image.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like,
that's
oh
a
boy,
concept.
Ferrari with the
That's-
red.
You're looking at Gran Turismo right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good thing they're not looking at this right now. Huh? Maybe they haven't done the release yet. Have
Probably click that one.
they? Okay. Boom.
Yeah, all right. We got the drivers in their little suits. That's pretty typical. There it is.
Oh, that's weird. All right, hold on.
A lot more
Let's
white.
Go to 4 for a second. That is odd for them.
Interesting. I don't dislike it.
No.
I actually, I think what's throwing it off is just the tires, the blue on the tires.
It is messing up the color palette a little bit.
Yeah, you put some different tires on there and you'll be good.
Yeah.
I do like it though. It reminds me of one of my favorite liveries is the Red Bull one from Japan. The white
favorite, hands down my favorite
It's
of all time.
so cool.
If you just come into F1 not knowing the history, you're like, okay, it's a white car. Who gives a shit? Like, no, that's a throwback to like historic Honda.
Yep.
Like, it's an amazing throwback to that.
That one, and then when McLaren did the throwback to their old Marlboro livery.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have done better, but I respect that they did it. I'm happy they did it, but they should have just done straight white and red just for one race. Take the money hit on whatever you got to do. Just give us the one race with it. It would have been so
recently,
cool.
right?
Yeah,
Last
it was
couple
last
of
year.
years. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
If they really had balls, they'd put the Marlboro font on.
Yeah, just like
Not only were you pissed off the FIA, I'm pretty sure you would have pissed off the EU
everybody.
too.
Yeah. It'd be
advertising and all.
You would get so many fines. It'd be worth it. It'd be so worth it.
That's what the crazy thing with when Hamilton drove around. I believe it was Brazil.
Yeah, with
like he had the distinct. It was actual Senna's car.
Yeah, with the car, and
without
he wore
the Marlboro though.
The helmet. Yeah, yeah.
That's that was a washout
Sorry,
this year.
Sir Lewis
Oh
Hamilton.
yeah,
All right, sir.
We don't want to piss
sir.
off the English.
Yeah, sir.
Oh man, it's been interesting times.
Oh yeah, it's been. I mean, he was doing side quests at that point, getting knighted
Yeah.
and everything, but yeah,
That was a washout though for Brazil. Didn't I think they fixed this year's what's the weekends that are all crazy? Sprint weekends. They fixed the sprint weekends because of the Brazil last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're now changing it to where like the time tolerances, I believe.
Oh really?
So I believe Sunday morning they haven't even qualified for the race yet. They just knocked out Q3 before it got like washed out,
Oh,
or not
geez.
practice 3. Yeah, that was some of the news that's happened since our last podcast. Was they updated that stuff there, and I guess they're cracking down on the language for sure. Like there's now like a revolt with like the
my
drivers
God.
and everything. So-
Cry me a river, man.
well, it's Cry Me a River from the FIA. Like I don't think it's acceptable that you're asking these guys to drive 210 miles an hour, 300 some odd kilometers an hour.
Yeah. But you can't say a little.
Yeah.
Funny,
So when
silly
Max
word.
got pirouetted into like the wall at Silverstone at almost 200 miles an hour if I remember correctly. Oh fiddlesticks! I crashed.
Like what are you gonna do? Like, oopsies.
Yeah. Or when Joe Granier freaking flipped it at Silverstone.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh dear, Sparks!"
Yeah.
Like
What are you?
I'll tell you what I'd have been saying. Actually, I know exactly what I've been saying.
Oh my gosh. You caught me with that one. I was mid drink.
We have to put down some Gallagher, like spit take stuff here. Yes, we are extension of the Oh Grow Up podcast here, so we're gonna drop in some
having some fun,
dude. We gotta. That's what you and I need to like go head to head after the podcast and really find some deep cuts here.
Oh yeah.
Like this is one of my favorite interview questions.
Question for you two both.
Did you see that clip?
No, what is that?
So this German dude asks like the longest question, has like real complicated German to English.
Oh, you sent me the link to that, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
And at the end of it, like the person that's organizing the press conference, like, who is that even to?
Yeah.
She's literally like a 60-second question. And I wish I was watching Formula One during Vettel's like heyday.
Mhm.
That kid was funny as fuck.
Mhm.
But he's like, no. He directed that to me. You're not listening. Repeat the question. So funny.
You didn't listen. Can you repeat the question?
Oh my gosh.
So funny, dude. So yeah, same thing with we did the release of the Williams car too. I think we got way more pictures on that.
Oh yeah, a lot more.
So what I love
It's
with these cars, the McLaren's been doing it too, but like the way they're doing the camouflage print there with the black and everything, it's
Yep.
making it really hard to see how distinct like these lines are.
yeah. It's smart.
I like how they're flowing more. That looks really reminiscent of like the Red Bull mid-season last season.
Yep.
And I think the Ferrari now too.
Really?
That distinct
Oh.
line on that air intake.
That Golf is really cool. Sorry, I just now noticed that the sponsor.
Yeah.
Ooh, like what the heck was it? Like the old Porsches and stuff. Sorry, don't kill me if I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm curious venturing into the Formula One community, like how much like
Oh,
feedback
man.
we're gonna get on
Yeah.
that.
Feedback.
Yeah.
Hate.
Suggestions of
If it-
offing ourselves.
Yeah, it's gonna. No matter what, here's the thing: is no matter what, there's gonna be some person that's mad because there's gonna be some Formula One historian that's gonna be
Yep.
like, "That's incorrect," or they're gonna, some team that we said something silly about, and they're gonna be like, "Ah, you're kill
I
yourself."
am a little
or,
worried mentioning deaths and everything because obviously death is a sensitive subject.
that's-
So
you gotta respect people,
yeah, it's. So I know for myself, I'm not a Lewis fan, so I'm going to be catching flack from that. Who are you not a fan of that you're going to be catching flack?
Who am I not a fan of?
Yeah.
We'll keep that for once a race happens. We'll
I don't
keep,
care.
Yeah. we'll keep who I don't like for whenever a race happens.
Oh, who's on the grid this year besides Hamilton? Hold on a second. Oh my God, we're doing production. Stroll for sure. I don't know if there's any fans of Stroll around, and Ocon.
Yeah, I don't like his face.
Yeah.
5-second penalty for Ocon.
Yeah. Please
Alonso,
do.
though, right there. Look at that rookie. Okay. Look at that rookie.
It's gonna be fantastic.
I like the old clips of him dancing on the cars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you see Canada? It was probably when you're still in elementary school. Yeah, random reference to date. He clipped, I don't know if it was the Haas or whatever, but he was in the McLaren. That thing just does those tumbles right into the gravel.
Okay.
It was a really intense crash. Probably
Oh.
the most intense crash you ever had.
Okay, so it like.
Dude, it was insane. Let's,
Can we pull that up? Can we pull that up?
Yeah. We're not going to show it, but we can pull it up for reference.
Mm-hmm.
Alonso, Canada crash 2011, I think it was.
I was, in fact, in elementary school.
Boom. Aging you well.
Was in 2nd grade.
How about we actually just dump that into the YouTube? Boom.
Sorry, people watching that just gets to look at us like stare into nothing.
Yeah. Also, the people just listening. Yeah, it was here.
Let's see.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
It was not that one.
not that one. That looked pretty. That looked relatively.
What the hell?
That's
Canada crash. If we can spell crash. Yeah, this one right here.
2016. I was in middle school.
Yeah, if you're watching or listening, if you look up the Australian Grand Prix, actually 2016. I got the country completely wrong. But no, when they show another angle to it, it's from like the wall. This dude, he does at least. You see the car back there?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Everyone thought that it was just the Haas, and then they pulled back, and they're like, "Oh my god, there's a totaled car back there."
Gosh. He walked
Watch
out
the
of that?
slow mo. Yeah, dude. So he said in the post race interview that he knew his mom was watching, so he wanted to get out of the car as fast. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is literally one of the worst
Ooh.
crashes to watch.
That's a lot of G's.
yeah.
Oh.
I think in 2016 they would definitely have the accelerometers in their ears there. So I'm sure if you do enough research, you'd be able to find
Yeah.
out how many G's he actually pulled. That's literally him saying like, "Yeah, my mom was watching, so I jumped out of the car real quick."
I'm surprised he was able to. That thing looked like it looked like only half the car was there.
Yeah, dude.
looked like-
those safety cells are bonkers.
Yeah.
Dude. Like,
Good.
love it.
Yep.
It's insane. He's been racing as long as I've been in the Air Force. 18 years, dude.
He's
Like,
been racing almost as long as I've been alive.
make
What
me
year?
feel old.
What year did he start racing? Like 2006.
Alonso race career.
32 Grand Prix.
First race in 2001.
Wait. It says he won his first. Oh, he won his first race in the Hungarian Grand Prix in 2003. I was born in 2003.
I was in high school. in 2003.
Yikes!
Holy
oh my
shit.
gosh! Yikes! But glad the Hungarian Grand Prix. Go Hungary!
Yeah.
I love Hungary.
Dude, I'm still jealous of that shit.
I
man.
love Hungary.
Oh my god. What were we also we're talking about the cars, the Williams. I am loving those lines on that car. Hold on a sec. Boom, boom. There's signs of this thing.
Oh, beautiful helmet.
Yeah, I'm loving the lines. I'm really looking forward to seeing signs like what he can actually. I think they can become a solid midfield.
Oh yeah.
Like-
I want to see like one win. I want to see one win. It would make my year if I could see one win.
Where both the Ferraris DNF too.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd make my year even better.
that'd be fucking amazing.
Hi, I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's Ferrari. I'm sorry. It's no cease and desist, please. But come on, man.
Dude, it'd be absolutely hilarious. Boom. Actually, let's jump back over there because we're going to look up Sainz. I sent you Sainz's helmet earlier this week.
Yes.
And you thought it was a jab at Ferrari itself.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, Ferrari red. Oh my gosh, they're like doing it. They're pointing the big old finger at him. No, it's just.
And I said, like, dude, is this the Spanish flag?
Yeah, and I was
digitized?
like, oh come on, man. Like I was really hoping. Let me feed into it. But
Would it be hilarious if he becomes like the bitter divorcee with Ferrari?
yeah.
He's like, every time he has the opportunity, just jabs.
Ooh. Speaking of angry team, okay,
What's up?
McLaren suits that they got going
Dude,
on.
we jump into that one
Seriously,
too.
like Darth Vader right now, okay?
Oh, beautiful helmet there too.
Norris,
Yeah, dude.
they're angry. Look at that. No sponsors showing. And they do show, but they're black as well, so it kind of hides it all. But
You think that's a fashion out of anger? You
are
think?
you kidding me? Yeah.
You think
Yeah,
so?
Norris is not happy. He's not at all. He's very upset. I mean, Oscar, he's Oscar.
Yeah,
He's fine.
it is a little insulting that Oscar's first win was Lando.
Given to him.
Yeah, just like
it was
drifted
giving.
back.
It was literally given to him.
Did he have like a 30-second gap or some shit?
Yes,
Like
it was
ridiculous.
insane.
Yeah.
It was like when Max was racing, like in 2023. What was it at? Like
That
half
beautiful,
of-
beautiful car.
yeah, half of his races, where he's just like 20, 30 seconds ahead of everybody else. That was Hungary.
Dude, the balls when he on the last lap, he's just like, I'm gonna go for fastest lap. Friggin' pits.
goes.
Dude,
yeah.
that car was insane.
Yeah, that was that was gnarly. That was a crazy. It was a very boring year,
Dude.
but it was it was still fun. But it was boring because it was like, oh, guess what? Max is gonna win. How
There's
many
a
times can we
TikTok.
hear the Dutch national
Yeah.
anthem?
Da-da-da-da-da. Like, there's a TikTok where it has every single like podium.
Yeah.
It is just the one Spanish. That was a crazy race. I had liked Sainz at the time when he won that race, and that was in Asia. Can't remember the name of it. When he had Singapore. When he won that race, I was like, oh my God. Like this dude, like he made basically his own race strategy.
Mhm.
Ferrari didn't even know what was going on.
Mhm.
And he, oh my God.
And
Just
then they were like,
beautiful.
off to Williams you go.
Yeah.
Punishment.
I got to get some more science clips on here too.
Yeah.
Get the, what was that, smooth operator? on.
Oh,
Dude.
smooth operator.
Yeah, I do like not having the sponsors on there,
Yeah.
but we also know it's $1 billion business. So.
Yeah, well, and like I said, I mean, if you look at his shoulders, you could still see that there are some sponsors. I'm pretty sure it's just whoever made the suit, but it's blended in.
Are you talking
incredibly
about that
well.
orange?
Nope, look at his
McLaren?
shoulders.
Oh, yeah, these star things.
Yeah, from the.
I think those are the builders of the suit.
Yeah, I forget what the name is. They make suits. They make racing suits.
Gotcha.
But aside from that, I don't see a single thing on there that's pointing to sponsors. So
Well, I think what it was is McLaren getting out there early because they agreed not to put out their livery until like the 75th anniversary release. Like they're releasing all the liveries at this one thing. I don't know what the date is for that. That's gonna be badass, dude.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Did you see the camouflage that they had for last week's release?
Mm-mm.
So they actually put a car on track last week.
Oh, you know what? I think I did on their Instagram page, but it was kind of just like, doom scrolling after work. And I was just like, oh, that's cool. And then I keep scrolling.
Gotta love post-work stress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, you seen that one?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I love how that digital look to it, but also that they're hiding stuff like in the color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looks like a test car on a track.
Yeah.
But
Love it.
orange. It's orange. I love orange.
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be freaking amazing.
Oh yeah, that looks awesome, man. I love the wet tires so much.
Dude, they
love
look
them.
aggressive. Like
I'm a fiend for tires that look like that in general. When you
Yeah.
slap them on a Formula One car, it's just like, oh.
it was. I wonder what back in the early 2000s they had like the slicks that we know. They also have 4 grooves in them. Like I'm
Mhm.
wondering like what caused those to disappear. Like if they got confident enough to just have a completely slick tire. Like
I mean, it all comes down to the company and compounds and years of
Yeah, 'cause like those are good years.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
yeah.
That was insane. Speaking of history, I think it was the last Indy race where they had competing tire companies.
Oh, really?
Dude, you didn't see?
No. Sorry, hold on. You know, I was always under the assumption that it was like, you know, you have your one sponsor for tires and they run it.
Yeah, so there
If
was
you got
a
two going
while where they had two. The
Ooh,
problem is,
ooh.
one of them was an American manufacturer. Indy race. Okay, hold on. There we go. Indy Raceway lets the American company know that, hey, we just diamond cut all of these corners. You should probably incorporate that into your tire design.
Mhm.
Pirelli, which I don't even know where Pirelli's from, they didn't know about that. Well, halfway through race weekend, they realized that the non-American tires are just getting tore up.
Yeah.
Race day, they said, if your tire manufacturer is Pirelli, you cannot race here. They literally started the grid, like all still like in the same spots, like six cars.
Oh my god.
You've never seen that, dude.
What? No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Indy F1 grid. That was the opening grid, dude. Because of
no.
that. Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yep. That was basically like insider knowledge for Goodyear. So these are the Goodyear cars, I believe.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, man.
That's dirty.
Yeah, it's real dirty.
It's a lot of money getting slid under the table to people.
And what do you know? Ferrari's one of the ones that got
Of
in on
course.
that.
Yep, they have to because they'll throw a fit if they're not.
I want to like Ferrari, but it's just
No, they're so easy to hate. Like
Yeah.
you gotta hate them. You have to hate them. I'm sorry. You have to hate them just because they're Ferrari. Like
yeah.
they could be a great team.
They're like the Patriots.
yeah,
of
they could be a great team, but like
the Cowboys.
still, like fuck Ferrari. Like
Yeah.
you can still say it. Like
Well, I think comparing them to the Cowboys, because Cowboys like, oh, we're the American team.
yeah,
And then I forget what drivers like, oh, everyone's a Ferrari fan. Like,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like-
this assumption that we all like your team.
yeah.
It's like I love the drivers minus Hamilton. Like I loved when Sainz and Leclerc were driving,
Mhm.
or
Leclerc.
I love when they race. I root for them, fantastic. But listening to when they pit at the wrong time, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
just screwed another kid. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
it's terrible, man. Especially like I keep pointing it out is every time you see a Sainz selfie, it's just that divorced look in his
that
eye.
poor man. That poor man. I really hope. I really hope that he just like crushes it this year.
Dude,
I
I'm
really
telling you.
hope. If I
If he
really
can
hope.
get that fiberglass shitbox ahead of a
Seriously,
Ferrari,
yeah, fucking bingo! Like you're through,
not even like on the podium. Like it's just like Ferrari 7-8, and like somehow Williams gets into 5th.
Mm-hmm.
If he's driving it, I'm gonna have a celebration.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pop a bottle of champagne to that.
Wife's like, hey, the floor. Have you ever done that? Spray champagne?
I have once.
Dude, it was
outside though.
so fun.
Outside, yeah.
When I
but-
made my specific position, my rank, I guess we'll just fucking put it out there. I had a little champagne celebration back there. It was
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
It's I didn't get any champagne in my eyes because like I had a hat on. My ex-wife just got fucked
Ooh.
up. Yeah. She's like, my eyes. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm wearing a hat. My bad. Like-
Yeah, I want to do it again. I got to find a reason to do it again.
Did you get like a regular size champagne bottle?
Yeah,
it's the worst. You got to get up to I think that's the Magnum
go-
size or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch it.
Ooh. Yeah, but
Biggest one I think is Nebuchadnezzar for champagne. It's huge. Looks like a 5-gallon
Damn.
bottle. It's stupid.
sorry to like veer off real quick.
You're
but
good.
I am having a wedding coming up next year, and the place that we're doing it's in Europe.
Mhm.
But one of the things that they offer is like for the groom, you get a saber and a champagne bottle, and
yeah.
you get to like
break it off.
break
yeah.
it off. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited for that. It's so gimmicky, but it's like, please let me do it.
It's actually pretty easy. You freeze the bottle, and then they actually specifically make knives, like those swords, for
Mhm.
that. You just like clip it right
Dunk.
off. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna be at a castle too, so it's just gonna make it
That's
that
gonna
much
be
better.
bad. You do a lot of time over at Europe, huh?
I love Europe.
Me too. I was born and raised there.
Yeah,
so.
I went there one time for 3 weeks and I completely fell in love with it. It's just it's amazing. Hungary is great. The lack of AC isn't, but
Yeah, that is my one big complaint.
it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make
I
for
don't
staying
know,
in
man.
Europe
I don't like the smell.
for a few weeks. For a few weeks.
Yeah, your
You
poor
know-
wife.
It wasn't stinky in Europe when I went. Surprisingly, especially in like Budapest, for how big of a city it is. I mean, the capital, freaking Hungary, right?
Yeah,
It wasn't stinky.
it's
They
good.
did a good job at cleaning up people and trash before I arrived. Of course, they were
Well,
like
the Hungarians, don't they have a problem with like homeless people? Like, get out of here, kind of thing. Like,
Cigan.
yeah,
gypsies.
yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, hold on.
We're about to find out if YouTube doesn't like that word. About to get canceled our second episode.
I'm sorry.
Still not the worst thing that's been said on my podcast.
Can't wait for that digital footprint in 10 years.
That'd be
States
fantastic.
here that you said this on this day.
With his dumbass redhead in his podcast here. Speaking of the helmets, though, getting in, you know me, I'm
man.
literally wearing a pink shirt, not to support Liam, but like I just naturally wear pink.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna love seeing that.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a pretty crazy helmet. It's honestly like it's a cool marketing strat because I can just see like there's going to be a lot of people at races wearing pink
Yeah.
now.
Well,
Just-
what's unfortunate is might be a omen to him eventually falling into Alpine. Oh, that'd be awful.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I still
not.
am convinced that Yuki's going to be driving the
Oh.
second seat sometime next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think Perez burned all of the grace of
Yeah, they're not too I don't think they're going to be as forgiving or patient this year. I
Yeah,
think
he's gonna suck, and he's gonna hear.
You've got a problem.
Yep.
gonna kick him out.
Oh yeah. I think 2024 was too close for Red Bull.
Yeah,
And I don't think that they're going to take any risk this year because they want a 5-time world champion.
yeah,
So they're going to be very, very aggressive to their drivers.
yeah.
Driver that isn't Max Verstappen because he can do what he wants because he's going to be the champion. Like
It's like even if they're not on the podium, at least being able to defend properly
yeah, plays the
is
team.
like that's the thing with Perez is there was times he was defending like insane. There's other times where it's like, all right, free to go, like go around.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's just I don't think they're going to be very patient this year. There's going to be a lot of drama, I think, or there's going to be none. Either it's going to be like a bunch of back and forth, or they're going to be like, you do it this way, or you're losing your seat.
Yeah, just cut the
Yeah,
drama. Like
exactly.
we're gonna cut the shit.
It's either going to be one or the other. Of course, the media is going to have a bunch of drama about that, but I seriously think it'll either be a bunch of drama or none at all. That's it.
inside a Red Bull.
Inside
or
a Red
the
Bull.
Okay.
Yeah. The other teams,
I don't trust Max's father to let that happen though. Anywhere Joss runs around, you have fucking.
yeah.
I swear he stayed in high school.
Yeah,
Emotionally.
yeah, for sure. And then I think there's going to be internal drama on McLaren still. It's going to be
Between the drivers,
Yep.
or okay.
Yeah, between the drivers. It's going to be
Yeah,
one
I
of
think
those.
Lando's gonna be like, no. I gave everything up last season. Like this is my season.
and then I
Like,
think what's going to happen is McLaren is going to be like, be nice to your younger brother, and he's gonna get this win, not you this time on this race on this day. Like
Okay.
it'll be some things like that. Kind of like Hungary, it's gonna be like, hey, let him have a win.
Yeah.
It's whatever the freaking shareholders want or something. But
do you see Zach Brown doing that though? I think Zach Brown
Yes.
this year, in 2024 was like, okay, make sure my guys get fair like shake.
you think, but the races haven't started yet.
True.
They haven't started yet. All right, and based off of last year, I'm a little salty still. So
Yeah.
I'll take a step back on that. But
I think if I was
there's gonna
Zach
be-
Brown, I got my new driver with Liam, not Liam, the Aussie
Mhm.
coming in. I'd be like, all right, give these guys a fair share. But it's like, okay, we have the car. We just need to abandon this fairness thing. It's like, all right, man, like if you want to be up there on the podium with Lando, like do it.
Yep.
But like we are now chasing the drivers because, again, if Lando had Hungary, cool. That's 25 points
Yeah.
that would have gone instead of I forget what second place is. Like they could. The sacrifices they made probably put him out of range of drivers last year.
They did.
I
And
don't
here's
think
the
they're going
thing
to
is-
bullshit that this year.
The thing is that they were like, there was like a weak excuse of it being for the constructors, but it wouldn't have mattered no matter who won that race
Yeah.
because it was a 1-2 finish.
Yep.
The constructors would have had the exact same amount of points. The only difference is who gets first and second. Do you want to give it to the person that's about to be approaching Max as far as winning the champion, or do you want to give it to Goody Two Shoes here that's new at the race and we want publicity and to give this guy the first win?
Where did he fall in the championship, the drivers' championship? 2024.
Oscar or Orlando?
Oscar. Driver.
He was not that high up. I mean, he was all right, but he wasn't approaching. Yeah, fourth.
Piastri fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Look at this. Look, add 25 more points to
So you went at
Norris.
400.
400.
Norris, you went 400.
Yeah, but you have to also think that puts him in a position where mentally also you're probably like, okay, I got this next race. Okay, I can
And
go
that
here.
definitely happened after Norris's first win. Is you saw it switch
Oh,
over.
he
it was
went
so
like,
weird.
Yeah, and then they took it all away from him. They took it all away from him. But also, he was on his high horse for a little while. He was kind of being rude to people, and I think I don't know.
He was on my shit list for a couple races.
Yeah,
I didn't like the
was
way he
just
handled
being mean.
Silverstone.
He was just being rude.
Yeah,
But
the race after Silverstone last year, like that, he had a little bit of a glide with that, like that asshole character.
yeah,
like,
he's
all right,
like,
dude.
All right, hot shit. Like, let's calm down. Yeah, I was upset about that too. As a Norris fan, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, dude, like, come on, you haven't been a champion yet. Just calm down. And you're talking shit to Lewis Hamilton. Come on,
And let's be
man.
honest, dude. Once Lewis is gone, once Verstappen's gone, he's in that conversation for everybody.
Oh yeah,
We all can acknowledge that if Norris stays at his current level,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to have a championship somewhere down the line.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got to get rid of like some of the greatest drivers in 75 years.
yeah, if they weren't there, it would be a Norris domination for sure. But I don't know. They're there, so
Yeah.
you know.
But the thing is, you have a 7-time champion and you have soon to be 5-time champion, hopefully. Like,
Yep.
you're literally competing with I think that's the top 4 most successful drivers, right? Max is now up like in the tier directly below because you have
you talking
Schumacher
wins?
and Hamilton at 7 championships,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have 2 racers, I believe, that have 5 championships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're literally talking about the top
Yeah.
2 tiers
He's-
of
I think
racing.
he's top 5 greatest at this point. Not just because of you look at the numbers on the win, sure, but then you got to look at how much faster he was when
Yeah.
he won. He
and
was
1,000
pretty good.
days in
Yeah.
the championship lead.
Yeah,
Like,
I
just passed that this week.
yeah, I saw that. And I love Red Bull. I love Max. It's just he's not my absolute number one. It
Yeah.
still goes to McLaren, but I got to give it to him. He's freaking nuts. He
Yeah.
is nuts. Granted,
Beautiful.
yes, beautiful.
Fucking beautiful.
His upbringing wasn't the greatest, but
Verstappen's.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, his
he's the
father's a
worst.
lovely person.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
he?
just what a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
Leave it.
You've got a problem.
Come on, they're coming after me now.
Yeah.
They're gonna take away my trip.
Oh man, actually, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, you really can't say too much shit about Red Bull.
I gotta be nice
Fuck.
until May.
Although, is there anything in the contract saying they can take it back?
No, the only thing that says that I can't say anything is like the details of the contract. That's
Really?
it. It's like the deep details, but it's literally like
How long is that binding until you come back,
I
or
don't
you can't talk
know.
about the details?
it's. I mean, all of the details are just there in like the ad. It's like you win a trip to Miami, you win Takis, you win oil, and then like you get a check for taxes. None of that. Like I probably just can't say like the exact amount of money that you get for
The
taxes.
financial part. Okay.
Yeah, but like that's it.
And I'm gonna come after you.
Yeah. Oh,
God, I miss this soundboard, dude.
yeah. But like that's literally all the contract is. It was just That's it. You just had to get it notarized in like 48 hours as soon that, which, like I said, I think somebody just didn't do, and that's how I got the spot, or they lied to me to make me go faster.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a kick in the teeth? You find out you're not the fastest. You're just more responsible of the two.
Guess what? I won still, so.
Hey, it works for me, dude.
What I know is I'm faster than the other 2 parts of the U.S., so I'm happy with that. If there's someone faster than me, good job, because that's quick.
Yeah. What was your time again? What's your official time?
3.96. 3.96.
Insanity.
Yeah, and they were saying 3.92 or 3.93 was the
To
fastest.
take the tire off and to replace the tire.
Yeah, just
by yourself.
yeah. It was nuts. It was
You
crazy.
you can say to them though.
Shame you wasn't fast enough to get to Formula One.
Yep, that's exactly right.
God,
Yeah.
F1's gonna have a field day if they
Oh,
actually want
man.
to listen to this.
Whew, I'm
Man.
glad you on the podcast and not me.
Well, basically, it's just YouTube. They'll be like, "Hey, we shut it down because Formula One requested that we shut it
Oh,
down." So.
okay, easy enough because
Yeah.
they have more money. And
And the good thing is, it'll be a strike against the new channel and not this channel.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. We'll learn some of our lessons with Hurry Up. Getting back into like the helmets there. Max is doing a homage to his karting.
His old throwback. It is awesome.
I do like that blacked out visor too.
So
Some
far,
Darth Vader vibe in that too.
yeah. So far, this is my favorite helmet by
Yeah.
far. This thing is freaking awesome.
Yeah. Also, I think I had a picture of the back too, didn't I?
Yeah, you got it in there somewhere.
Oh, dear.
Nice. There it is.
There you go. Cool.
And it's got the dates and the stars for
That's
his championships.
badass.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Have you seen all the drivers' logos? Some of them are just dumb.
Are
So
they?
the Max Verstappen,
Yeah.
the MV there. Some of them are repeats of others. Because I think the Lance Stroll one looks almost exactly like Lando's. You haven't
I
seen
wonder
that?
if there's if you could just pull up like a chart of their little
I think
logos.
you can. Hold
Probably
on.
like F1 driver logos.
F1 driver logo. Yeah, there we go. Boom. I think it's
Man,
all
these
of
look
them.
like freaking League of Legend esports logos.
Yeah.
Man, these are
Let's go back to production. Let's
Cringe.
jump in here. Boom.
Lewis Hamilton's. It's pretty cool. I mean, that's very Lewis Hamilton.
Oh yeah, Liam Lawson, and then look at where's that? Yeah, look at Lando.
Oh,
But Lando's hiding that 4 in there.
oh, yeah. I like his. Yeah, that's cool.
I never saw that
I didn't
until,
see that until you said it.
and I didn't see it until he said it on a YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't like Pierre's.
Hulkenberg. What's going on with you with your square
Hulkenberg, where we at?
bottom?
Oh, what the hell?
It's just a square.
That's weird.
Rectangle.
Yeah, Behrman's got, it's kind of corny, but it does look kind of badass. Gasly's I don't like. I don't like that throwback
What's
to like
going on with Yuki's?
Where is Yuki?
Right next to Behrman.
Behrman. Oh, weird.
Is it just like one of the corners in one of the races that he was good at
That's
or
a
something?
good question. Like it feels like the S in his name might be in there.
That's a stretch. I mean, like I see it, but like
It's so weird.
Jack Doohan.
Not like him, but I do find it hilarious though. Liam
Alonso.
Lawson.
I love Alonso's.
And I didn't know this was Lewis Hamilton's. I've been watching Formula One for 5 years now. I've always seen that logo on. I'm like, oh, what company is that?
Yeah.
But because it doesn't look like anything in his name, because like everybody's, you can like link back on
his
some
is,
level.
His is extremely Lewis Hamilton. I mean, look at it. It's like I don't know. When I look at it, I see why it's his. You know what I mean? You look at all these other ones, they're just like letters and stuff. This one is just like some freaking angel thing going on.
Did you ever see Castaway with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
That kind of looks like the the thing he had painted on like the sail.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. A connection. Tom Hanks was delivering.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. Here it is. Tom Hanks is Lewis Hamilton.
Yo, that'd be cool. I love it. Let's see what else we got going on in the news.
What are your thoughts on the F1 movie that's coming out?
Looking forward to it. Is that going to be in theaters?
It should be, but man, I'm gonna watch it, obviously, but I'm a little skeptic. Just seeing some things, it looks a little cringy every now and then.
The cringiest thing I've seen because they're recording in front of like the actual F1 like crowd.
I know.
Have you seen that in person?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I have professional photos on my phone. I have pictures of the car. Yeah,
dude.
You know what? I'll send it to you later.
No, we'll
Or
have it,
actually, it's probably in our chat somewhere. But
Possibility.
yeah.
But somewhere, I think it was in Vegas, he gets out of the car and walks a couple feet and then like falls to his side.
yeah, that's
Name
the
one
one
race that's happened.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, yeah. But no, I actually, funny enough, I think the best photo I took during that race
So
was
you've been
of that
around
car.
Brad Pitt too.
Brad
Dude,
Pitt.
you have the greatest life ever.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Let's see. I know I sent it to you. But my phone doesn't want to load our old chats, so...
Oh,
Oh, wait. I had to scroll the other way. I'm just an idiot.
Basic phone usage.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look, here. There's the AMG right there.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, how can we get that to you people quickly? Airdrop it to me?
Let's see.
Should be able to airdrop it straight to the laptop.
Let me save it again, and then I have to airdrop it now. All right, share, airdrop.
Thank you for everyone's patience on the podcast. Dude. There we go.
There it is.
Be hilarious if I just decline that.
I have a few more. I mean, I have a bunch of cool photos, but yeah, that's just one off the top
Yeah, I
of my.
totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
And then everybody get to watch that. So
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a cool
you were
picture.
that close to
Yeah.
Brad
Yeah,
Pitt's
look
car
at that.
there, right?
Not the only car I was close to. Let me save a couple more of these, and I'll shoot them to you really quick.
Oh, so I think when I saw that picture, because of the colors, I forgot that Mexico also has the same colors as the Hungarian.
Yeah. Here we go. This one, airdrop.
Do.
There it is.
Hurry up. There we go. Boom.
I think you'll like that one.
Hey, these are tits. No.
And then this is how close I got to.
Did you have a filter? They seem kind of dark.
I just had my phone settings, or not my phone settings, my camera settings set a little darker.
Why is that?
Oh, it was just I had like a, I don't know.
This is probably your favorite. You probably beat off to this photo.
I probably have. Look at that. It's got the confetti on it.
Dude.
Isn't that awesome?
That is a great view.
Yeah. That's how close I was to this car.
Were you behind ropes and shit?
It was a fence, but there was people kind of like standing, guarding like the gaps in the fence, and then I was like,
well, they got to guard Parc Ferme too. You would be in international news if you jumped over. And slapped that.
I was like, can I please take a good photo? And then he like scooted over while not even looking at me, and I kind of like put my camera behind his hip, and then I like took a photo, and then I like
holy shit.
And then I went away. Yeah. So that is probably the best photo I'll ever have of a Formula One car.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because that's like literally as close as like actual
I could
sports
like
analysts
throw a
would
pebble
do.
at that thing, and it would like easily like if I like stuck my foot out far enough, I probably could have been graced by its
So when
shadow.
I was a younger person, I got a picture of this.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's not in frame. Shit, it is. Fuck, I'm gonna have to censor this shit now.
No, it's okay. You still can't see it.
Yeah, like anybody's watching 45 minutes. But no, I took a very unauthorized picture.
Hide your face.
Yeah, oh shit.
Ski mask.
Yeah, hopefully that's not picked up on.
No, it's fine. There's a lot of unauthorized pictures you can take all the time of everything.
I know.
You know.
In our profession, that's sketch as fuck or whatever.
Please. Oh, look at that. Wow.
See what else we got here.
Look at how torn up the tires are.
Dude.
That's one of my favorite things about that picture is you can actually see how torn up the tires were on that.
And what's crazy too is like that actually affects the drive.
Yeah.
George actually lost a fucking race because of that.
Mm-hmm.
I
have a piece of that tire.
That's freaking well, somebody's tire.
Yeah, somebody's tire.
Yeah, because this could be like the Williams tire here. This could be the Red Bull here. Like, but apparently that's part of the cool down strategy is to pick up as much tire as possible to make up for any lost fuel weight.
Oh.
So George changed tires a little too late into the race. They weren't tracking the fuel as well as they should have. So on fresh tires or something like that, at some point they didn't pick up the shredded tires the way they should have, and it literally cost them the race. He was disqualified.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. That was last year.
Ooh.
That had to hurt.
Yeah. You see that intake right there?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see a F2 car? Have you ever looked at them?
In passing, I have.
Yeah. Look up an F2 intake. Tell me what's hiding inside of them.
Wow, we got really nothing going on.
Yeah. Hopefully this one shows it. I have pictures too, but they're a lot more blurry. Yeah, it doesn't show it. There's a huge turbo in there.
Really?
Huge turbo.
Just hear it screaming, huh?
Yeah.
Those F2 spoilers look so weird too.
Yeah. They're cool though. I mean, I love me an F2 car.
Hold up. There we go. I am producing like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
today.
you're going crazy right now.
Yeah, none of the comedy podcasts am I like hitting up this many buttons now. I'm loving the new lines on the Williams. I can't wait for our next podcast because we'll have so many more things to talk about.
Almost all of them, right?
I think so.
Oh, let's go back to. I guess you don't have it pulled up.
Yeah, I just got rid of it. What was crazy last year is Red Bull had the most dominant car in F1 history. They come out in 2024 in those huge like Brock Lesnar shoulders like behind the driver.
Yep.
Like, what the hell is that?
What the hell?
Yeah, get that going. Apparently, I was listening to the fallout of Perez. Apparently, Perez was saying early on in that season, 2024, like, hey, this car is getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. To the point where it got so unstable that then Max is struggling with it. And they realized, shit, Perez was right all along.
I think I watched something on that. I don't know if it was Perez, though. I thought it was like Yuki or something where he was complaining about the car a whole bunch and they never believed him. I thought that was Yuki. But
I think it makes sense to be Perez, though, because he's in the second seat.
yeah,
and like,
they're just kind of like, piss off. We're busy. And then eventually it's like, oh, we made a mistake.
Yeah, so you've heard the Albon thing saying that like driving Max's car is like playing with a mouse and like high sensitivity.
Yep.
I guess with Perez, he was saying like, yo, this mouse is getting more sensitive, more sensitive, more sensitive. Then there's like that tipping point where it's like, okay, even the greatest racer of all time can't handle this car anymore.
Yep.
Then they realize that like all of these upgrades led to this point. It's like, okay, which upgrade do we unupgrade to or ungrade?
Yeah, downgrade.
Downgrade?
Yeah.
We use the proper words.
Do we de-upgrade?
Welcome to the Idiocracy. I think we got through all of our pre-planned stuff.
Oh, well, there's still that, but
Yeah.
we're not going to watch that one again.
No. And then, so the name we were talking about, the guy at Diet Spot, that was Antoine.
Oh, yeah.
Hubert.
Yeah, that was the last. That was one of the people, but last we'll touch on.
Yeah, we got
F2,
8
right?
minutes left. Yep.
F2, yeah. Just completely demolished his car in Spa. It was so sad. It was so sad when it happened. People
Was it his car got fucked up in the accident, or was one he got T-boned?
He got T-boned. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the initial
Well,
accident it just dumped him into traffic.
Yeah.
It was an okay crash,
It was.
but
Yeah, it was rough. Yep, just like straight to the side T-bone.
it was funny. I have a cousin in Florida. We talk about Formula One all the time, and something crazy happened like 2 years ago. It's like, well, how do you take care of that? They're not going to push back like that wall and all that stuff. And literally, like that next season, like Spa, millions of dollars, I believe,
yeah.
in like renovations. Like you have to stop killing people at this thing. Like
It's like that the turn where Senna died. They changed that
yeah,
completely.
they had to. They put in a. They put in another turn.
Yeah.
What is that? To slow down straightaways.
It's to slow down straightaways. That's what it's called.
Yeah, no, it's Crap, I should know this being an F1 podcaster now. Yeah, so they slow down those fast turns. They actually put in like 2 more turns.
Yep. Yeah. Like a
Chicane. They put a chicane. There.
Chicane.
See, people, I'm getting my F1 together.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they put in a chicane there. I looked up the Senna crash probably like 2 days after our last podcast. I was like, oh shit.
It's a bad crash.
Yeah.
It's a bad crash.
Hell of a place for your steering wheel to become detached.
Yep. Sorry. Rest in peace, Senna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do wish I was watching back in the day. Like,
Well,
to see people talk
couldn't watch
about
that.
Senna. Well, yeah, I don't want to see his death, but to
No,
see
I mean,
somebody.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was early 90s is
Yeah.
when Senna died.
You were like, what, 30 then?
Yeah. Graduated high school. 94. Second or third grade for myself. You were 1. But no, I wish I was watching Formula at the time to
94?
know racers that well.
94?
Yeah.
My parents were 9 years old.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
When were your parents born?
85.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm a year younger than your parents.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Dang, May 1st.
Yeah. I had somebody on the main podcast. How old are you? You're
21.
okay. So she's 4 years older than you, and it's just like the vernacular that was coming through. Like I was like, whoa.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
age gap is
Probably after this podcast, he's gonna go and like cry in the shower now or something.
not really, because everybody has their time. Yours is gonna be.
I'm gonna get old.
Yep.
I'm scared.
Was it gonna be 2025, 2040?
We're getting philosophical
In
here on this
2040,
podcast.
you're gonna be the old man
Yeah.
with your podcast studio
Oh
and shit.
my gosh. 2040. How old? 30. Yeah. 37.
Mm.
And I'm gonna come after you.
No, no. Sweet, man.
Favorite racetrack? What do you think yours would be?
Well, I'm biased.
Miami or Hungo?
Hungary all the way.
I would have to say I hated it initially. Was the Saudi Arabian the first year that happened? Because that was the year.
Didn't they like make it 8,000 times better after like
safer? 8,000 times safer because they had a couple concrete walls that first year.
Yeah.
Where I think a couple guys like ate it into the concrete barrier. Same thing with I didn't like Miami the first year too because Sainz took a really hard hit going under. I think it was the underpass. There, I was like, no. Like, if we're gonna make these cool new things to appeal to all these new people, keep the driver safe. Like,
Yeah.
that was terrible.
Actually, I want to go to I want to see Monaco. Monaco would be that's like the one.
Yeah,
It's the
you also have to be loaded.
Yeah, lots of money. You think Las Vegas is expensive? Monaco.
Especially if you get like your own boat in there.
Oh yeah. Or you like get like high up one of the I don't know, you could like rent out
Yeah,
apartment.
that might be the
essentially.
best way. If you get like a high angle,
seen
because then you can watch
videos.
like multiple.
Oh, I've seen videos. Yeah, it's fun videos. They'll like record like the TV showing the race, and then they'll like walk out, and then you'll see the car like fly by, and it's like, whoa.
and you'll be like,
Yeah.
Do you think Monaco should stay on the calendar? I was actually thinking about this in the shower, so I'll hear your take on it. I'll give you my take on it.
Monaco staying in the calendar.
Because there's so many people saying the cars are too big, and yeah, there's basically no passing and everything.
I feel like it should be a sprint. If you're gonna,
I think it was last year, wasn't it?
was it?
I think it's been on one of the sprints.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if you can't pass people, then I mean.
So here's why I think it should stay on the calendar: is F1 is numerous things. You have the chess game with the tires. You have obviously the car that's the fastest. And they just have the complications like, oh, he wrecked it, so let's all jump in the pits and everything.
Yeah.
I think instead of focusing on who could be the fastest, it's now like who can play the chess game the best, who's able to pit at the right time, who's pit crew. Because Bottas got fucked a couple years ago. Dude did like a 90-second pit stop and just said, nah, fuck it. I think it highlights a different portion of what makes F1 so fascinating.
Yeah.
Is like I was so ignorant too before I got into Formula 1. Like, oh, it's just cars going in a circle.
in a circle.
Yeah. Where like once you get past that initial bias. You're like, okay, there's a chess game with the strategy.
Yes.
Fuel strategy during,
The most expensive strategy game
yeah.
ever. Aside from the military. I mean, you got to think strategy there. But no, literally, like, the most expensive strategy game ever is Formula One.
And it's so weird putting it, because if you put an Indy car and a F1 car in front of somebody, they don't know the damn difference.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just like, if you were to watch this for 20 minutes apiece, like, to me, Indy is just so boring, where it's like, okay, you have cars going shoulder to shoulder at 240 miles an hour.
Which is cool. It's cool.
Kind of.
Like, the
but
premise
it's not
is cool.
fascinating.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, sorry, like, I'm not going to, dog on Indy racing. It's cool. It's just not my type of race. I like the races like Formula One or rally. There's I have two sides. It's either Formula One or it's going to be rally.
Yeah.
So,
well, I like with Formula One, because yes, the stereotype is, they all make left turns. Like, everybody groups all racing into left turns. It's like, no, these, an Indy car is going super fast in the straightaways and just trying to keep it on the road, the curves, where, like, I think if you take tracks where F1 and Indy have been on the same track, like, the F1 car is like 30 seconds ahead because it has so much downforce in the turns, left and right turns. Where it's like, okay, we're not just watching the same damn maneuver. Like, we're watching such a same thing too.
And another thing, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Another thing is this is the American.
Wait a second, I'm talking.
Okay, all right. Right as soon as I open my mouth. As soon as I open my mouth.
Go ahead. I just had to drop that clip.
In Europe, they don't even they don't do that whole left turn thing, right? There's no NASCAR in Europe.
There's no speedways.
Yeah, there's nothing like that. It's Formula One. It is Formula One, or it's going to be some sort of rally, and that's just that's all it is.
Yeah.
So here in America, that's what the mindset is NASCAR, because that's our biggest thing here. And, it gets into a whole bunch of we got a whole ocean between us. And of course, people are going to think left turn because that's all they really know here. Everywhere else in the world, though, they're 40 years ahead because they know what the good racing is.
The good racing.
Good racing.
That's the biggest point.
Yeah.
What I don't like, though, with NASCAR is they have built-in yellow flags to get into the pits, check the car, and they're like, no, you do that in the middle of the race.
Yeah,
because everyone else is checking their cars too.
Yeah, the only other
the point distribution is stupid too.
Like the cups, the Porsche cups are cool, where they can change out an entire freaking brake assembly and everything in one single pit stop with one 30 or 60 seconds. I saw a clip of it. It's nuts.
Shit.
Yeah, they have to they rip out all the arms, put in full new arms, get it all to spec, and then they get the wheel on and then it's going.
Some
whoa.
balls on that driver though. I hope everything's connected.
For real.
When I got into Formula One, truly into it, absolutely love everything about all right, let me try to see if I like American racing. I don't like what they're doing because it feels a lot more pointed towards commercialism.
Yes.
Is with NASCAR, they specifically set it up to where the championship is decided in the last race.
Yep.
Same thing with they realize that people watch the first race and the last race of the championship, nothing in between.
Yep.
They also realize that they only watch the opening laps and the closing laps.
Yep.
So they broke everything down. I think it's 3 sections of the race. As you can earn points at 3 different intervals. It's dude, knock it off.
How many laps are you running to? How many?
I think it's the 500 miles. Pocono 500 miles. I think it's 200 laps.
It's not,
watching a left turn too.
I'm so sorry. I've seen clips of when people are there and they see the cars fly by.
Oh, it has to be exhilarating.
And it's just you get punched in the face with wind. But you're gonna do that 200 times? You're gonna sit there, pay money to have that happen to you 200 times? Yeah. I would get bored. I would.
There's also no sense of the speed. It's when I'm saying shoulder to shoulder, you're watching the camera go around. You're not understanding, and they're not really tearing past each other.
Yeah.
Unless there's a compromised car.
Yep.
It's not visually appealing.
Yeah. I mean, every single other type of racing class that I can think of off the top of my head, it's either going to be some sort of time attack, like rally or something, where it's whoever has the fastest time doing it solo, or it's going to be like Formula One, where you got a circuit racing, and then you got a whole bunch of different cards that you have to play to win. or it's going to be like Japan has Super GT or the IMSA racing and stuff like that, where you have two different classes
Which is
racing at the
insane.
same time. And then you're like, this class has this first place and this class has this first place. But the fun thing is that you have to like
Dodge traffic.
dodge traffic, which is like, it makes it more interesting. With NASCAR, you're just like, how many
Very
times?
complicated.
It's very complicated. With NASCAR, it's how many times can we go around in this circle before we get freaking bored? All right.
And the last point I'll make with American sports versus European sports, I love that I know I can turn on my Formula One race and watch the whole thing beginning to end without any mention of merchandise or anything.
Oh, yeah.
NASCAR and Indy's like, all right, we just watched 5 laps here. Let's watch
Yeah.
Coca-Cola commercials for 5 minutes. Like, no,
100%. Like,
I joined to watch the race.
Let's capitalize off of this race. No, yeah, all the capitalization in Formula One is just all in the sponsors, and then some ads every now and then if you're like watching it on a stream or something. I think.
Really?
Yeah,
The race proper? Are you talking about like I know with qualifying, between qualifying, they do a commercial break.
Yes,
But
yeah, I think it's qualifying.
what's funny is
And then
I've
it's
talked.
just like the ads aren't crazy though. It's just like Heineken. It's like
Yeah.
booze.
I love it. What's funny is, you and I have been exposed to this European like product. It's funny explaining it to Americans is they don't realize how often they're being advertised too. It's like, well, I've watched a couple of Indy races, IndyCar crashes, and then like the company, was it AMR? I think AMR is like the
medical team.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like here comes the AMR race support team. Like you just got
Yeah.
you just had an advertisement put in
Let
your
me
face.
suck this company's dick.
Yeah. And people don't even know it. They're like, no, they're just putting out the brand. Like, no. That was a very deliberate
Yeah.
AMR. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. They don't get it.
Nope. They don't get it.
And like, I do understand. It's like, yeah, the Heineken Miami Grand Prix. Like, yes, they're still up there, but like, it's not injected in every fucking thing.
No,
Like,
literally, like there were no, like even if you go to races, there are ads inherently in those races in America.
Yeah.
Just like there's a huge intercom at these races, and this is just based off of the one that I've been to. Huge intercom, and they're yapping a whole bunch of stuff, and it'll go the nation's language first, and then like German, and then like Spanish, and then English, which sucked for me because I was last in line. So it'd be like my wife knew everything, and then it'd be like 2 minutes later, they're like, he took a left turn or a right turn on this part, and he almost crashed. And I'm like, I'm 3 freaking laps in. Like, when did this happen? Yeah, but no. But during all of that, still, the only real like ad in Europe that I even got was like a Heineken one. That's like, okay, guys, we're on a break in between these 2 classes. Go get yourself a beer and come back. Like that's really
yeah.
it. In America, it's just like
Every
they're driving
possibility.
by. They're driving by, and it's just like, how many sponsors and how many companies can we drop in this entire race? Let's get a whole checkbox,
Yeah.
like the whole list of them. All these laps. It's just boom, 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 boom.
It is crazy because, like, okay, you have Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes, whatever. But it's like, oh no, the Coca-Cola
Yeah.
DuPont car just crashed. Like,
M&M's,
Yeah.
Lowe's.
it is horrendous, dude. And the thing is, it is so funny talking to an American consumer. Is they have no idea just
Yes.
how frequent it is. Dude.
Yes, it's ridiculous. It's terrible. And then not only that, but like you're watching it on TV and you just see like ads scrolling through the
Yeah,
bottom.
God forbid you
Like,
go
and
2
like,
seconds without an
yeah,
advertisement.
but seriously, just like ads constantly on a banner, and then whenever they like do the little thing with the little race driver at the bottom, and then it's like them, and then it's like M&Ms or like
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
For real. Shut the fuck up.
And it's just Twitch muscle memory
yeah.
for them.
Yeah. Just,
You just have the American service.
yeah. Yeah, for real. Man.
Curtain shoom.
Yeah. For real.
Oh man.
Dial down my IQ for these next 30
It
minutes
does.
of ads.
Watching the Super Bowl, dude. Oh, my god.
my gosh. Well, I'm not even gonna get into that. That's,
We are at a minute, hour and 8. So.
Yeah, because that'd be another 20 minutes of yapping right there.
We're gonna get canceled by the American market. Like, yeah, they're communists talking
We're gonna
talking
have
about
to
the Europeans.
change the region.
Yeah.
.ru.
All of our people are gonna come in.
You've got a problem.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We are March 14th. Let's see, we're still a month away here. Maybe do another. We could do one next week. We can do 1 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in a
however you
couple
wanna do
weeks
it.
will probably be good.
So
then-
beginning of March.
Yeah, beginning of March should be fine, and then after that, right into the
It's
first
gonna
race.
be fun, dude.
Yep.
Because we got a back-to-back Australia, China. Damn, we get going. Is that a three-peat right there? Japan?
No,
I need to get like an actual visual calendar to get this stuff.
I don't think.
going
I
here.
think Japan has a gap, and then it goes into.
Oh yeah, it would be March 30th. Okay, and then
Yep.
April 3rd. Okay, cool, sweet. I'm gonna put you to work, Rose. Cause,
Oh, yeah.
I do a podcast every weekend, so.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. Yep,
Maybe,
I'm
uh,
excited.
Can you
for these
repeat the
races.
question?
So we will be seeing you in 2 weeks here. Like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're a friend of this guy. Evidently,
Yeah.
you guys are watching without subscribing here. So I don't want to have a.
Just an incident.
Just an incident.
All right, see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Later, guys.